What the heck? Connection problems? This computer is a mess. Check, check, mic check. Mic check. Check, check, mic check. Okay, so that works. I was trying. Trying to show my Christmas tree. Doesn't have many decorations on it, but it's because I don't own any. My brother's playing Supervive on Twitch. I'm gonna make some more tacos. Just put in a hard 6.25 hour work day after getting up at 1:30 p.m. Hard day of battling the dragon of indecipherable to the human mind code with the help of my spear of the gods, ChatGPT, that I am using to slay the dragon, to slay it little by little, bit by bit, until it is no more, till all is purified in the fires of clean code. Code is unmaintainable code is worthless code. Your app might work. Might seem to work. Oh, hey, I've got an app. Oh boy, I've got an app that works. Oh, wait a minute. I need to update it for some reason? Wait a minute. The third-party APIs changed how they return their data in some way? And I need to update my code? Wait a minute. My app broke? Wait a minute. All the code is a bunch of fucking spaghetti code that nobody can work on? Wait a minute. I got ripped off by the overseas contractors that barely speak English and I can't understand on my phone meetings, that I paid a subpar rate to create what I thought was something fancy. Now, all of that would really suck. Like I said, ChatGPT never came along, so it's kind of cool. It's been a fascinating process for me, actually, to see what ChatGPT can do. Because I am putting it through the ringer, pushing it to its most extreme capabilities. And you get a feel for like how it thinks when you need to kind of have a back and forth with it about your code, over and over, like what it seems to be able to remember types of things it seems to forget in your ongoing conversation. So it's been interesting for me. I mean, it's sort of disconcerting to think to myself, someday I'm just going to get replaced by this and I'll have to like find a different job. You know? Like this thing is slowly learning to do what I've spent years trying to learn to do for a living. So my job's just going to be obsolete, like, before I even got to do it for very long, it seems like. But maybe if, you know, theoretically, if you know how to use ChatGPT better than most people, which I'm putting myself in a very good position to be in, then you would think you'd be one of the first people to like really harness its power to create apps. So even though I might be out of a job and as a programmer, which to be honest I wouldn't be that torn up about. I've always just done it for the money. I might be in a good spot to be one of the first people to really capitalize on the capabilities, the new capabilities of this new technology. Put it to good use. Probably not. I'll probably just end up going back to door dashing. Some other slave labor job. Or just being completely homeless out on the streets. Well, AI just makes the rich richer. Seems like the more likely scenario. But let's switch out of work mode and we'll make some more tacos. My sleep cycle is completely screwed up. I have a meeting at 10 a.m. tomorrow. 10:30 a.m. And I guess it's not that late yet. Ooh, hot, hot, hot. But I'll probably be up until like 5 a.m. again, since I slept till 1:30. Taco Monday. Today I, instead of ground beef, I got the diced steak that the grocery store sells. I forget what they call it. It's like choice beef for carne. Picadora? Some sort of Mexican dish. But I use it for tacos. It's only like $5.80 for 0.83 pounds. But it's a little thickly cut, so kind of like slice it up a bit more. Does not take long for these corn tortillas to fry. Whoa! Sometimes it just erupts. Guess I'll just make 3 again. So how many do I have left? I have 4 left. So I'll just make 3 again. There we go. Kind of seems like a waste of corn oil to just pour all this out, but I guess that's how you use it. And whoa, Jesus! Do not ever put water on a grease fire. I gotta stop using such high heat. Ugh. Come on. Shut up. Shut the hell up. Or I think maybe it's just whenever I take the pan off. And there's just like a little bit of oil left in the pan, and that's when it really smokes. So you have to like get rid of all the oil and then like clean the pan off. But you definitely don't want to turn the faucet on while there's still a bunch of oil in there like I just did. But I almost splashed myself with burning hot oil. Cooking is fucking dangerous and hard, especially if you're cooking with boiling oil. Alright. So that should be about 3 tacos worth. Maybe I'll just take a little bit more. Trying to save about half of this meat for 3 more tacos. Let's see here. Another plastic bag. Take some of this stuff. Season it. Taco Monday. Taco Monday, Taco Monday, Taco Monday. Whew. If I leave here tomorrow, would you still remember me? I must be traveling on now, 'cause there's too many places I got to see. Alright. That's cooking. Need to form the taco shells to the correct shape. Put everything away. Got the iceberg lettuce. Got some new cheese, cheddar jack. Instead of the thick cut 4-cheese Mexican cheese that we had last night. Tore that one a little bit. A little too crispy. Prepare the lettuce. I got some new street taco sauce that I'm excited about. It's like a guacamole blend. I try to use this iceberg lettuce, even though it only costs like $2.50 for the bag. So I'm just eating tacos night after night. It's just, the lettuce seems to like go bad really quick. And I hate throwing it out all the time. But like I said, it's like $2.50. Oh yeah. Avocado cilantro. Mild. I'll probably splice it with the other taco sauce, which I did something with. What did I do with it? Oh, here it is. I go through this stuff fast because I also eat a lot of quesadillas with taco sauce. Just gonna try to flip the meat here and there. Flip it over. Nice little flip. Flip, flipperoo. Flip it on over. Oh yeah. This beef is producing a lot less moisture than the ground beef did. kind of unexpected. Smells good. Kind of smells like beef teriyaki or something. Probably don't want to overcook it. Okay. Use our grabbing tool. Grab the beef. It's not a very big kitchen. I guess it's big by European standards, but by American standards, not a lot of counter space. They made it look big. Sadly, it feels like there's not a crazy amount of space in here. Oh yeah. More tacos. Night 3 of tacos. I think maybe just because I haven't been eating much in general lately, besides like sometimes eggs and bacon and quesadillas, a lot of quesadillas. I haven't been getting a lot of protein besides the eggs, but and the bacon. But it's been like a lot of the same food lately for me. Ooh! Oh yeah, I forgot the cheese. Gotta have the cheese. This cheese is different from the cheese I used last night. More finely shredded. And it's cheddar jack. Usually my go-to is Colby Jack. But I think that the cheese that Albert Tacos in Southern California, the San Diego County, Orange County, small Mexican food chain, Albert Tacos, they, I'm pretty sure they use like cheddar cheese, like sharp cheddar probably. Ooh. All right. Gonna have another beer. Turn this off. Sit down right over here. Listen to my brother play Super Vive. Which, by the way, I don't think I can handle competitive gaming anymore. At least not with a team. Because everybody I play with takes it too fucking serious. This is a little too high up. Got it on the tripod. Take it too serious, and then I start like, every time we lose, it's like, oh, let's figure out who's falling in. I think a lot of competitive gaming community nowadays is just people who like to. Well, it's a combination of things. It's a bunch of like sweats and tryhards that like to laugh at you when they win. It's like the greatest satisfaction that they have in life. And old guys like me that just want to rage about something. So I'm like, I don't want to be a part of this community, you know? The online gaming community. It's fucking awful. But I do like turn-based games and card games. I like watching video games sometimes. All right, let's try the avocado cilantro. And you know what? I'm just gonna splice it a little bit with the. Wait a sec. This is what my life is. Eating tacos in a one-bedroom apartment by myself, age 34, with a tiny little undecorated Christmas tree. Could be worse. It is worse for a lot of people. A lot of people are starving to death. Not me, though. Not me, that's for sure. Pretty good. Steak's delicious. With the seasoning. Trying to consume less internet content lately. Just focus on my own life. Watch less YouTube, less Twitch. Engage less with live streams. Because it's nice because it feels like you're socializing, but it's not really socializing. When you're done chatting on Twitch or YouTube or anywhere, unless you're like a content creator or influencer who like connected with another influencer, you're basically just still nobody to everybody that you were interacting with, as opposed to if you were to socialize in person the way people normally do, or used to normally do. It's probably not normal anymore. Feels different. Kind of feels like you accomplished something, or you did something worthwhile. Whereas when you just talk to people on the internet all day, it's like, okay, well, I'm going to walk outside now and I still don't have any friends. But I spent all my time talking to people. Today and felt like I was socializing. So, I don't know. Just like feels empty. Feels like a waste of time. Because internet friendships are the one night stand of long-term relationships. Don't want to know your name, don't want to know where you live, don't want to know anything about you. Don't even want to know what you look like. Been talking to people on Twitch too long. Ever since I started programming, that's when I really started being on Twitch like all the time. Or YouTube. Because I've always been mainly solo as a programmer. You're sitting alone in an office somewhere, some rented office space, little one-person office, 8 hours at a time. You gotta have somebody to talk to or you go nuts. which is probably why people usually join programming teams or get normal jobs. Right now, everybody's working remote. Not everybody, but certainly lots of people in the tech industry. Looks like my brother went to bed. That or he's just switching to applications. There's a co-working place nearby where I live. But they want $250 a month for for access to the co-working facility. And there's like not even anything near it. It's like this just standalone building in like the back of an office park in the cul-de-sac. Look kind of cool though. It's a new place. If I start going to a co-working office though, I need to like get a haircut and buy nicer clothes. Definitely a good way to network though, I would imagine. With other remote working people, software guys. I met some cool guys at the WeWork in Irvine, California. When I was essentially living at campgrounds in a tent on my motorcycle. Which, by the way, was not a bad way to live. Like, I was pretty comfortable. I liked sleeping in my tent. I slept well every night. Nothing ever got stolen out of it. I could just go take a shower, like, at the campground or at Planet Fitness. Ride my motorcycle to the WeWork building. Like, get breakfast at Starbucks, get lunch at Chipotle, and take home, like, snacks from there's a grocery store at the Irvine Spectrum. Just basically, the WeWork building was in the Blackberry. The WeWork office was in the Blackberry building in Irvine. And then right beneath it was the Irvine Spectrum. And I would park my motorcycle for free at the Irvine Spectrum in this like exclusive motorcycle parking in a parking garage, and walk to the WeWork building, log like 6 to 8 hours there. It's kind of cool. It was like being a van lifer, except I didn't have a van. I had to pay for campsites where I could set up a tent. But I do miss Orange County. California. San Diego County, LA County. I miss Southern California. It's the best place in the world. Except for the crazy politics. Kind of a messy situation. A lot of people not getting along. Texas is better in that regard. It's also a lot more affordable. But California, South Orange County in particular, from the coast all the way to the Inland Empire, it's like one of the best areas. It's got to be the entire country to just ride your motorcycle around. Because everything's beautiful. And the roads are like, there's a lot of hills, and the roads are like real twisty and turny. Until you start getting up into North Orange County. And that's where it becomes more like citified, just like crisscross streets. But South Orange County, Mission Viejo, San Clemente, Lake Forests, Laguna Niguel, Aliso Viejo. What else? Laguna Hills. San Juan Capistrano. Some of the best beaches in California are in Orange County. But if you go south to San Diego County, I think the best beach in California, Southern California, that I've been to has got to be Encinitas. That place is amazing. North of that, you have Carlsbad, which is a cool town I really like. Used to get my water from there. North of that, you have Oceanside. Then inland San Diego, you have Vista, San Marcos, Escondido. And then there's lots of towns in San Diego County that I didn't frequent that often, but are cool and nice in their own right. La Jolla, it's like world famous. Del Mar. Lots of other places. And then San Diego has some cool beaches. Pacific Beach. And there's nice beaches north of Orange County. Costa Mesa, Huntington Beach, Manhattan Beach, Redondo. North of that, Santa Monica, Venice. Venice is wild. And then north of that is like Malibu, which I never really have been to, I don't think. I never went like that far north. I should have, I'm sure. Lots of areas north of LA that I should have checked out but didn't for some reason. Maybe someday. And we'll see it again. Or not. Not a big deal. And of course, Inland Empire, you got Temecula, Murrieta, Menifee, Lake Elsinore. All cool places as well. Other side of the mountains, take Ortega to get there. I do miss California. Miss riding my motorcycle around it. But places are all the same. Wherever you go, there you are. I think if I move again, I don't keep moving. I'd like to live near Phoenix for a bit. I'd like to live near Las Vegas for a bit. And explore the deserts around those cities on my dual sport. That would be a lot of fun. Because if you look at the Trail Maps app and you look at off-road trails for OHVs, off-highway vehicles, there's nothing around Austin. There's like one place about 45 minutes from here that I want to check out. But you know, it costs like $30 to go there. It's an OHV park. There's nothing around here. But if you look at Las Vegas or Phoenix, it's totally surrounded by trails that are free, public land. And Utah would be a cool place to live too. Somewhere in Utah. Lots of desert trails in Utah. Really impressive natural features. There's a lot of history, too, to the American Southwest. Native American history and Wild West history. Mining towns. Gold rush, that kind of thing. And there's a lot of mysterious paranormal stuff that happens out there. Which I'd rather just avoid, I think. But it is kind of fascinating. Let's avoid that shit as much as I can. A man who loves danger will find it. All right. Enough talking in the void for tonight.